You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Good day to you, Dan. How you doing?
Hey, doing all right. Nice to see you guys again.
Yeah, it's been... We've kind of had things on autopilot here this week. People are like, where the heck is Dan?
I was on assignment.
He was on assignment.
Super double secret stuff going on.
Glad to have you back in the studio, though.
Yeah, nice to be back. No kidding. Kind of missed my little smalls.
Yeah, we missed you too.
We're having a moment.
That's adorable.
We're having a little moment here.
It's nice to have you back.
Hand me a tissue. All right, let's take care of some business here. Monkey business mainly, but business just the same. Sigourney Weaver is 72 today.
Aw.
Watched her a couple weeks ago, caught Ghostbusters.
Oh.
One of my all-time favorite movies ever
Yeah.
that she is in is called Copycat.
Oh, that is a very good movie.
Copycat, really?
Oh, yeah.
Not familiar.
Oh, you got to watch it sometime.
Yeah,
It's
you know
good.
I won't, but okay. Matt Damon is 51 today.
Okay.
Okay.
And Bruno Mars,
Okay.
talented kid, is 36.
Happy birthday.
Let's see here. What is going on historically speaking? I love this so much. I mean, I have a regular service that all this important historical stuff.
Yeah.
That's where I get this information from. And all of a sudden, there's pops up earlier today. It was this day in 1964. What I love is somebody actually took the time to write it down and make it an historical little blurb. This day in 64, Beatles drummer Ringo Starr passes his driving test.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Alrighty then.
Everybody remember where you were? I know I do.
64. Yeah, I was not born yet, but...
It was 1945. Wow, that long ago. The microwave oven was patented this day.
45?
Yeah, 1945.
Really?
Took a while for that to make it to the market, though.
By a U.S. inventor, Percy Spencer.
He had a chocolate bar that melted in his pocket.
It was one of those accidental
Yeah.
inventions. It's not what he was trying to do. He had no idea, but all of a sudden he goes, why did this thing melt?
Yeah.
And then he kind of backpedaled, went step by step. He went, well, this might be something.
Yeah, we can use this to heat up molecules in food.
Weird.
Interesting.
And 1873, what could possibly go wrong this very day? The very first women's prison run by women opens at Indiana Reformatory Institute.
How'd that go?
Possibly go wrong.
What does that mean?
Nothing. What?
Did it not go well?
What?
Did it not go well? Why?
I only bring this up because I'm a huge fan of women in prison movies,
Oh, yeah.
especially the 1983 classic Canned Heat,
Oh, yeah.
starring Linda Blair and Sybil Danning. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure it's much better than that Sigourney Weaver movie you were talking about.
No way.
So, well, I'm
Harry Connick Jr. is in that one, too.
feeling enlightened here, and I feel very secure in calling Ringo Starr to pick me up after the show.
Nice. Yeah, he has a driver's license now.
I know, you know, we all know, and let's just get this done.
Gonna do it. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Friday?
Not so much interesting as I just think this is just a great, great story.
Oh, what's that?
And it has to do with our folks behind the badge and just doing something above and beyond the call of duty. Let's see here. Dateline, Sterling Heights, Michigan. This took place earlier this week. Sterling Heights police pulled over a Buick for speeding.
Okay.
It's not a typical traffic stop. The officer approached the car and came upon an 80-year-old gentleman. Was literally kind of shaking behind the wheel and looked like he'd been crying a little bit.
Aww.
Identified only as David by the Sterling Heights police. David said that he had lived there all of his life. He normally doesn't drive that fast. He'd been having an extremely rough day. His wife had gotten sick. They've been taking care of their adult son with special needs for over 40 years. The problem was his wife took ill and he decided to get a new TV set to surprise her so she'd have something a little better to look at. And he was running across town trying to find the right cables. He couldn't figure out how to hook the darn thing up.
Oh, wow.
So 80-year-old David had just about had enough, and he was apologizing left and right. And an hour later, the officer who had pulled him over showed up to David's house with 2 other officers and rigged up his television
That's
set
awesome.
and walked him through the remote controls and
Nice.
kicked back and turned on a little movie.
That's
and just
fantastic. I
got it
love
done.
that.
That's really cool.
David said it's probably the nicest thing that's ever been done for him as far back as he can remember.
How nice is that?
Yeah, so I just thought I'd share that.
That's a really nice story. I'm glad you shared that.
That is pretty
Yes,
cool.
me too.
And they didn't write him up for speeding. So
That's very, very cool.
there you go.
On a completely unrelated topic, we have a TV that I don't know how to hook up. So if there's any officers listening,
Well, go get pulled over, John.
how fast do I got to go? I'm just wondering here. All right, Dan, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
That is why we refer to this as stuff Dan finds interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Farris here with some interesting stuff, and we're going to start with Free Flag Friday.
There we are.
So much. Compliments of the crew at Maximum Promotions. It is a 3x5 foot beautiful American-made flag.
Yeah.
You get your pole, you get your hardware. It's everything, man. It's got everything you're going to need to get that thing flying. And congratulations to Irene Wolf this week.
There we
this
go.
Flag Friday. Irene Wolf, thanks for registering. Thanks for listening. We'll get that certificate to you, and we'll take care of business. What is going on? The other night, our little city leaders got together, and the council just started handing out cash, just throwing money.
More?
Wow, that's fantastic. I really got to start going to those
Chuck,
meetings.
you think I'm making this stuff up when I
We
say
need to
this?
start going for sure.
Not, there's just do-re-mi, man, just
now.
all over the place. Let's see. A couple of checks they're writing here. According to the Argus Leader, Sioux Falls Fire and Rescue is receiving an additional $200,000 from the city's general fund.
That's cool.
It's intended to aid with unexpected overtime the department has recently experienced because of several early retirements. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
This, I'm not even sure what this means. The city's transit department will receive $250,000
Okay.
from the city's general fund for two-way radios.
Oh.
I thought those went out of style in the 80s.
Yeah, I didn't know that was still a thing.
They still need to talk to each other, though, on the buses and stuff.
Two-way radios. Sioux Falls Parks and Rec will receive $50,000 for 2 walk-in freezers for the Great Plains Zoo.
Oh, wow.
Not sure if those are to stash
Probably
divers or...
Probably the food for the giant animals, I would
I
assume.
suppose.
I don't. In case you aren't aware, we own the zoo. The city owns that zoo.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
we pay for
Great
that.
Plains Zoo and Delbridge Museum.
That's a moneymaker.
It should be.
It really should be.
Yeah.
But
Everybody that walks in there is paying to get in there.
Everything the city touches turns to debt.
I think
I don't
that's the
understand
government
that.
in general, isn't it?
If we weren't so filthy rich, man, it'd be curtains for everybody. Sioux Falls Police Department will get an additional $21,000 for what's called a fit test machine. What's a fit test machine? So glad you asked.
Yeah, what is it?
It measures real-time fitness while the user simultaneously performs a series of moving, breathing, and talking exercises designed to stimulate the same movements made in the field. Don't
Okay.
know what that means. With step-by-step guidance, the instrument walks you through the fit test.
It's 20 grand?
It's $21,000.
Oh, that's not bad.
So
Let's get a couple of those.
compared to
I don't know.
it's like
Sounds like a really nice treadmill to me.
get a gym membership. What is I don't know.
I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. No, it's all good.
No. Okay.
So all told, it's about $400,000. Just here you go.
All right.
Have some more. So if you are a taxpayer, property owner in Sioux Falls, if you have time to stop downtown, just knock on the mayor's door. Say, Paul, man, you got a couple thousand.
You're probably going to sign a form or something.
Oh yeah, you just, you got to sign the money out, but they don't need it back. They just keep making more. It's insane what's going on.
I'm not even going to say that we know that's not true, because hopefully everybody knows that's not true. So.
So what's worse going to happen?
Yeah.
They're going to say, why don't you move along?
Yeah.
Hey, Sunny Radio sent me down, man.
No, don't even think. It's Dan that sent you. It wasn't Sunny Radio.
Thinking about getting the wife a little something, something.
Well, Dan, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
All right, we've got some news to get to with Mr. Dan Farris. And between now and then, we're going to actually chat about planes, trains, and automobiles and how we want to send you to Vegas and
baby
other fun stuff. That's all on the way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
Ooh.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for your bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now. Usually at this point, I talk to somebody else from somewhere else, but I've got Dan and I've got Heidi sitting here.
Yeah, you do.
Because we're going to talk about planes, trains, and automobiles. So where do we even start?
Well, it all started with a dream, John.
It was quite the dream.
And while you were having that dream, I was hoping you were kidding, but here we are.
We took a little trip across the great state of Iowa this summer. I think it was the end of July, to pick up a 1987 Chrysler LeBaron convertible that was in pretty rough shape. I wanted to drive this vehicle home. The guy I was buying it from pleaded with me not to do that.
Thank goodness.
And I'm really glad that I listened. So we towed it home, took it to our friends at Tire Motive. They got it fixed, hooked up, some hoses underneath.
I love what Amy and Jeremy Anderson and the Anderson Collision Crew did with the paint.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it looks amazing.
This car looks fantastic.
So it started at Tire Motive. They got it all ready, and then we took it to Missile Muffler, and he put a muffler on it because I was driving it with no muffler, which is not a good thing. So we got a muffler on there, and then we took it to Anderson's Collision Center, and they painted it the exact same color green that the car in the movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, like they found the color. So it's not just close; it's exact.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's. I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Heidi went on a little hunt for clothing to turn me into Del Griffith and to turn Dan into Neil Page from the movie. That's John Candy's character and Steve Martin's character. And when we were at SuperCon over the weekend, there were a couple of times that we were dressed in our duds. That worked out pretty good. A lot of folks really liked that. So.
You guys look pretty good, I gotta say.
And we got the trunk. We found a trunk, and we made it look like the trunk from the movie. So all of this to tell you, this is leading up to, you can win. And I've had people ask, can I win that car? Well, of course not. We're not giving
we're
you
keeping
the car. We're giving away planes, trains, and automobiles. So we'll start with planes. A beautiful trip for two to lovely Las Vegas, Nevada. And my beautiful bride, Heidi, is going to line up all the details with you to make sure you have a darn good time. And then the trains part, is it the Boone, Iowa thing?
Yes.
So there's a dinner train in Boone, Iowa.
And an overnight hotel stay.
Yeah, so you're going to be able to stay overnight and then ride on a dinner train and have dinner on a train for the trains part. And then the automobiles, we've got all kinds of cool prizes that we're still getting from people who have to do with automobiles. So car washes, oil changes, whatnot. Our friends from Dakota Rust Proofing, we're going to have a prize from them where they'll rust proof your car. So we've got several really cool prizes. And if you happen to be in a business where you do stuff with automobiles and you're going, hey, I'd like to work with you crazy people, reach out to us today. We'll get you involved in this as well. But Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a promotion we're doing right now. If you'd like to sign up, you go to sunnyradio.com. You click on the little thing at the top of the page there. You'll see a big image with the picture of the car and stuff. And then just register. It's really simple. And we're going to be doing all of this until the end of November. at the end of November, we're doing a showing of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles at West Mall 7.
That's going to be fun.
I'm excited. I went in and met with the folks there. We're gonna have the car parked right out front, and then we're going to do our contest. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, so the very end of November. And then after we do the contest, we'll watch the movie, and it'll just be fun for everybody.
Yeah, the interim will be driving around town, too. Yep.
So if you see us driving around in the vehicle, you can snap photos or honk and wave or whatever, throw stuff at us. Don't do that. That wouldn't be nice. But I'm super excited. Right now, it's back at Tire Motive. My alternator went out.
It is an old car.
Oh, you'd think a car like that would just last and last, wouldn't you?
I think so.
What do you want for $300?
Exactly. And that's why we're not giving the car away, because it's proven already to be a bit of a lemon. But anyway, Dan, thank you for playing the part of Neil Page. You did a darn good job, and I'm excited between now and Thanksgiving to even have more fun.
Oh, a huge Steve Martin fan. Yeah, it's an honor.
It is.
To pretend to be him. So there you go.
I thought it was pretty cool. I sent a message to John Candy's daughter, Jen Candy.
Lovely lady.
Very nice lady. And I sent her a message about our little promotion, and she responded back. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to try to get her to come to the event. I doubt that she will.
No.
But it'd be cool if she did.
Well, I think what she replied back was, you'll be hearing from my attorneys.
No, I said something along those lines.
Yeah.
Well,
we're excited.
Dan, it's going to be fun. We've got some news from Dan Farris coming your way here in a moment. And want to remind you, if you would like to register to win a trip to Vegas, all the other fun stuff, cash and prizes, you can do that at the website, sunnyradio.com. You'll see a big image here that says Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Click that, and we'll see if we can make you a winner. Again, at sunnyradio.com.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out. Just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
And it's time right now for the newsiest news we do. It's News with Dan Farris.
Wearing out the shoe leather, banging on desk, demanding answers. Oh, thoughts and prayers to the state of Wisconsin this morning. This is dark, dark days have hit the Badger State. Dateline Hickston, Wisconsin. Literally hundreds and hundreds of cases of Leinenkugel beer scattered across Interstate 94 after a semi-rollover early Wednesday morning, according to state troopers.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Wisconsin State Patrol shared several pictures of the crash on its Facebook page, which I follow, and showed several hundred cases of beer just crashed and smashed, scattered along the highway and into the ditch as a result of that rollover.
That's too bad.
Crash happened about 9:15 Wednesday morning. State Patrol says one lane of the interstate was closed for several hours while crews worked to clean up the scene. Crash remains under investigation. Meanwhile, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers has ordered flags lowered to half staff through Sunday.
For beer spilled on the highway. Only in Wisconsin.
Take a look at sports, shall we? Yes, I think we shall. Week 5 NFL regular season. It's coming up, boy. It's knocking. Here we go. There is really only one game of interest with all the gridiron action happening this weekend. That being, of course, those two NFC powerhouses, your Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Lions coming into the game with a perfect 0-win, 4-loss record so far. Vikings limping onto the field at 1-3 for the year. As far as I know, it's never happened in NFL history. But I predict both teams will lose by a field goal. Place your bets accordingly from the 93.3 News Desk. I'm Dan Farris, reminding you of it's news to me. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, October 8th, 2021. Equities rebounded strongly Thursday after lawmakers in Washington reached a deal to avert a government shutdown. The deal extends the debt ceiling limit to December, but does little to fix the underlying issues. Investors should expect this issue to rear its ugly head again in a few months. Today's news will be dominated by the non-farm payroll report. The report is expected to show 500,000 net new jobs created in September, and the figure could be much higher. With 6 million unemployed recently falling off the unemployment roll, there is a chance that the NFP could be in the millions. If so, investors should expect to see the S&P 500 rally strong to a new all-time high. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.